I really connect with this question as well, because I know I spoke to you as the pandemic began. I felt suddenly fearful because of seeing those close to me suffering. And one morning my wife found me out in our porch on the treadmill, just running as hard as I could. And she says, "Well, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm running from COVID." So I woke up and said, I'm going to make a change. And now I have wonderful runs in the morning in thinking about my immune resilience, thinking about the fact that I can bolster myself as well from this kind of thing.
So you're living like a realized human, not a better clad chimpanzee, living intentionally.
Oh, well, I'm trying. We'll see.
You don't eat.
My failures will fill a book.
You don't eat every banana thrown at you. You exercise, you're prudent, and you exercise judgment. That's great.
So moving on in our sections, we're moving on to the relationship. And I know relationships were touched on in these others, but this is really the main focus in this next few questions. So the first question in relationships is, I find that I'm being a very jealous person prevents me from contentment and from showing gratitude. My jealous nature is mostly in response to a male friend who has lots of friends, including female friends, married and single. I don't feel special to him. How does one deal with a jealous nature?
Yeah, we all have. I mean, think about. I've been jealous all my life at some different phases of someone who I thought was happier, more successful, better looking, wealthier, etc. than me, who got more accolades. Jealousy is our instinct to compare, and when we compare others, so you're probably not jealous of some celebrity. You're probably not jealous of, let's say, Tom Hanks. You're likely not jealous of Michelle Obama, because you feel like they worked hard and they, at least to some extent, deserve where they are. But when we feel the other person doesn't deserve what they have in our own perception, then natural jealousy or envy comes. Now, jealousy or envy can be healthy because sometimes it can inspire you. If I see you more successful, I can allow myself to be inspired to work harder, to be more successful, to be more gregarious, to bring more smiles to the world, so I can have that kind of connection. And there, actually, before I forget, I'll say here is relationship 101. And that is, people don't like you for who you are. I don't like you for who you are. I like you for how I feel about myself in your presence. So this person who has a lot of connections probably makes others feel worthy in his presence. Or maybe he does not, but try to do that and you will have a lot of people attracted to you. But having said that, having understood that jealousy is natural and a core idea of how you can actually leverage jealousy to improve and help people feel worthy in your presence so more people are attracted to you, keep in mind that he is not any more happy than majority of people. If he has Homo sapiens brain, he spends about 50 to 80% time mind wandering. He has imposter syndrome. He has negativity bias. He walks around with a tired brain after 10 a.m. He struggles with forgiveness. He struggles with self-worth. There's about an 80 to 90% chance he has excessive level of stress. He has fear of death. He feels insecure in relationships because that's why he probably tries to connect with so many people. There's a finite number that we can really connect with and keep a tab. We see what people show on their face, but what not is in their heart. And so once I saw a patient who said, I'm the only one hurting, everybody else in the lobby seems okay. But if everybody in the lobby is feeling the same, then you know who is hurting. So most likely he has similar level of struggles as you do. He just doesn't show it. Maybe he has a sense of incompleteness. Maybe he felt lonely as a child or neglected, and he's overcompensating by making a lot of friends. But how you can be inspired by this is to help others feel worthy in your presence, to inspire to have authentic relationships. And by the way, as we were just talking about loneliness, you don't need 100 likes on social media or 1,000 likes. You need 1 or 2 people you can hug and who you can call at 2 a.m. A single rose can be my garden.
It was the oatmeal likes, I think.
Yes.
Oh, Ahmed, I again, I can't tell you how much. I know that you and I have been discussing a situation in my life over the last week, and I had a very difficult meeting yesterday with, and I took all of these ideas to heart, and as externally as brave as I sometimes seem to others, and willing to enter the fray, I can get the shakes when I'm coming up on a meeting with somebody that I'm a little bit scared of. And I did internalize all of these ideas of this special and struggling person in front of me yesterday, and came out of a meeting that I was fearing for most of the week, feeling so much better. And it was all about seeing this vulnerability in the human being that was in front of me, and instead of trying to combat that, to validate that human being in front of me and move on. And just such a helpful gift.